Thank you, Kiran. I formally invite you for a one-to-one talk, or you can say chai with Kiran, chai with Amita. And basically, reason why I'm taking it so casually with you is I know you personally, but let me introduce you to the people who are listening to you for the first time. I'm pretty sure the people of TPCF, that is the Pink Circle Foundation, have known you. They have been under your guidance for a very long period since the time you have been part of the Pink Circle Foundation. So, for the benefit of all the outsiders or all the viewers who are going to see us together, let me just introduce you formally. And Kiran is a very, very enthusiastic doctor, friend of mine, who is always ready to help people in whichever possible way she can do it. So, meet Mrs. Kiran Pagdala, DNB General Medicine. She's a specialist with diabetes and thyroid. Since last 1 year, Kiran has been dedicating her life to the complete recovery of COVID patients. And the pandemic has actually changed her profession from a diabetic specialist to a COVID specialist, we can say. And now I can say almost all the doctors are not talking about heart specialists, neuro specialists, but they all are helping in whichever possible ways, right? Am I right, Kiran?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has probably changed their speciality now.
Yes. This pandemic has taught us many, many lessons, and one of them is being together. I thank from the bottom of my heart, Kiran, for coming forward and helping each one of us in best way and accepting my request of coming along with us for a formal interview where I actually want you to uh, educate us, educate the people, the local people. We as in laymen, we get carried away with the situation, with the if at all, if many of my family member is sick and we identify it as a symptom and we think अरे इसमें covid हो सकता है, that's the first trigger point and we start getting panicky, and then we
Yeah.
start looking out for the solutions. Everyone else become doctor and the doctor himself becomes like what how to guide them, because we get following up the WhatsApp messages, the people on the phone, the relatives other way around, or those who have experienced it. So I want to know, Kiran, how this pandemic, I mean, how is COVID affecting individually? Is it the same for person to person or is it different from person to person? So I give it to you. Please explain, please guide us.
Yeah. Thank you, Amita. Thank you for this invite. So basically, like over the past 1.5 years, it has been a rock and roll type of an experience for us. Basically, because what happens is there is a lot of news going on. There is a lot of when people are getting all kinds of ideas by reading whatever is being forwarded on WhatsApp and social media. I mean, the quacks forwarding the, I mean, what you can say, all kinds of natural remedies, this and that. I mean, there has been a lot of talk about the COVID as such. And there have been, even though people have been told that the only way of preventing contacting this infection is probably the only, I mean, masking, social distance, and hand sanitizing, which is the only way of protecting things. There have been a lot of talk going on in the media and whatever. People keep reading this forwards, and someone is doing the steam inhalation, someone is eating highly proteinaceous food, someone is drinking kadhas. I mean, because of all these things, I have seen patients actually land up in other problems other than COVID. So someone has come with severe gastritis. I mean, who is absolutely normal, has presented to me with severe gastritis, typical burning in the chest and vomitings and all those. And on probing them, what has happened, what has changed the whole thing, why suddenly these things, you never had any such problem. Then they come out with they have been drinking a lot of kadhas. And I have even an example of a patient who was literally using all kali mirch, dalchini and whatnot, all kind of things in very ample amounts and drinking that test kadha, and he had developed acute gastritis where he was having vomitings and he presented to me in dehydration. And the reason behind drinking this was someone told him that if you drink kadha daily, then the corona will not affect you.
Acha, corona will not affect you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and someone came with very high, some digestive issues and all. And I'm on probing what happened, and they were like they've been eating a lot of non-veg food, lot of red meat, boiled eggs, literally in the manner of 2 to 3 eggs in a day. Saying that if we eat lot of high protein diet, we have been told that we won't be getting affected by COVID. So these kind of wrong notions and all, with that we keep seeing patients, they come for some other problem, and then on prodding, then we come out with this kind of history. So
Okay.
we have to literally teach them that just because you're doing this is not going to protect you from COVID. You have to have the basic protection, that is of masking, social distancing, and sanitizing. This is the only way you can protect yourself from COVID. And because of this, other methods that you're doing, because of whatever you've been reading from WhatsApp or whatever, that is only going to cause more harm to you. So we have to literally train them. I don't know how much the people will really understand. The moment they go out of the chamber, the doctor aise बोलेंगे, let us go and continue with whatever, because फलाना रामदेव बाबा ने कुछ बोल दिया, फलाना किसी और ने कुछ बोल दिया, and these are really going to work, we know.
Right.
Literally people are like, you take steam inhalation and the coronavirus, if at all it is there in your nose or in your throat, it will get killed because of that steam. And the fact is that if you take too much of steam because of the heat, the internal mucosa of our nose and the throat gets injured.
Oh.
The mucosa gets injured, it becomes inflamed, and it is more breeding zone for infection.
Oh. Okay.
People can land into bacterial infections because that injury in the mucosa will harbor more infectious agents, where it can get absorbed into the system and cause problems.
Oh
So
my
whenever
God.
patients ask me, should we take steam or anything, I say, see, it's not going to help you kill the coronavirus if you're having the COVID. Maybe if you're having a lot of congestion inside, you do it twice a day in a normal manner to relieve you of the congestion, but it is not going to have any effect on the COVID. So these are a lot of misconceptions which the people have been having from the time the pandemic has started.
Yes.
That we'll try our level best to do whatever in trying to protect ourselves, along with the regular masking and all.
So you suggest something of this should be done, but not at excessive level, or not required at all? Not
See,
required.
it is not
Okay.
required. It has not been proven that any kadha or any kind of steam inhalation or any kind of high proteinaceous diet is going to keep you at bay from the COVID. Unless you are protecting yourself with normal masking and your
Social
sanitizing
distancing?
and social distancing. These are the
Okay.
only things which can protect you from the COVID.
Oh.
Apart from that, anything you do, all these kinds of things are not going to avoid the infection or kill the virus. So these things are going to land you into more problems.
More problems. Okay.
Yeah, you'll develop new problems. Like as I said, you can develop gastritis. I've seen patients landing into dehydration because of vomitings, because of this kadha and all those things, acute gastritis. So these new issues start developing. So scientifically, it has not been proven that any of these things are going to avoid the COVID infection, or if you are infected, it has no effect on the virus.
Okay. Then how come, Kiran, that people are using Ayurvedic kadhas like?
That's what I'm saying. So these are all the things which have been forwarded in the social media and all these things which people believe. I mean, that is the drawback in our, what you can say, our country. Like people don't believe allopathy, they believe every other pathy. That is what has happens. So, and if you ask them, or if you say, okay, bhaiya, this is not going to help you, you have to take other medications, then I have even had patients who question us, ki, theek hai, what allopathy has to offer for COVID, you tell us that. Even we don't have anything to offer. Even we do not know what is going to help the patient, what is going to work. This is also a novel virus. This is a new kind of a virus that we have been facing since the last 1.5 years, and scientists all over the world are trying, researching ki bhaiya, agar someone gets moderately or severely infected, what else can work apart from what is being tried nowadays, which can have some benefit or some kind of help in treating the patients and reducing the mortality. But so far, because there was a very big trial called the recovery trial, which was done in abroad, which has only proven that if the patient is moderate or severely ill, the only anti-inflammatory medicine that has worked is the steroids.
Steroids, okay. But
That is the only positive thing, that also under supervision with doctors' advice, it has to be taken. So even if, like, suppose someone is in the hospital, then we anyway give them IV steroids based on the kind of inflammation that the patient is having and the kind of dose that they are required, which has to be tapered slowly. Even giving steroids have their own drawbacks. Like
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
They land. That is how, when again, that's what is happening is here. Everyone, I mean, I have seen so many prescriptions, so many patients come in with like taking treatment from local doctors. Even an RMP is treating a COVID patient.
COVID patient, yes.
Yeah. So what happens is, because of the past 1.5 years and people trying out new remedies, ki bhaiya, probably this is working, probably this is going to help. There is a big cocktail of medicines that are available.
Exactly.
And I have seen prescriptions for patients who are either suspected COVID or who have just been detected and they're absolutely asymptomatic or having very mild symptoms, who require only medications for the symptoms. Like suppose you have fever, you take a paracetamol. Suppose you're having cold, you take a cetirizine or something of that kind, and just take vitamins and all to boost your immunity. That is how we treat. But I have seen prescriptions with almost 13 to 14 medications in a row. The patient is taking paracetamol, azithromycin, doxycycline, ivermectin, steroids, anticoagulants, vitamins, minerals, and God knows what not. I have seen a prescription of 13 to 14 medicines. The patient who had connected me online for a consultation had shown me that these are all my doctor has prescribed and I'm using them. And it was a big list, hydroxy, HCQs, everything is there. I mean, whatever was tried right from the time the research has been started as to what is going to help these patients was there in the list.
And so the doctor must have done a trial and error, जो भी कुछ एक काम तो कर ही जाएगा.
13 to 14 medicines in a big list, and how to use it. I mean, the patient has been like, it's not a proper thing. I mean, not a proper consultation. Someone over the, I mean, maybe a RMP or some kind of person had actually prescribed, and then when he was like 1 or 2 doses he had taken, and then he probably realized that probably I should have a proper consultation and see what is best for me. That was when he connected to me, and then I saw this 13 to 14 medicines ka list, and I was like, really, what's happening? So then I had to convince him. I had to cut it down. I just cut it down to 4 or 5 medications. I said, all you need is only symptomatic relief, and we keep monitoring you. You keep monitoring your temperature, your oxygen saturations, and there are a few viral inflammatory markers tests that we do to see whether the inflammation in the system, it can affect actually any system. It can be your lungs, it can be your blood, it can be your heart.
Okay.
So the virus can show its effect on any of the systems. So based on these inflammatory markers and the patient's clinical presentation, we try to modify if anything else has to be added in the follow-up. It's not like day one someone is COVID positive, you put a big cocktail of medicines, now you won't have any issues. So based on these monitoring, their symptoms, their oxygen saturations, like I have had patients who are presented only with loose motions. They don't have any other problem. So they feel it was some kind of a food poisoning, some kind of maybe I had some chaat or some stale food. That is how they come to us. But then on suspicion, because it is the pandemic situation, some fever background with loose motions is there, then we tell them probably the virus has affected your digestive system. You better get you checked, and they turn out to be COVID positive. So it can affect any system.
So ऐसा नहीं है कि कोविड सिर्फ लंग्स को अफेक्ट कर रहा है और ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई दूसरा पार्ट नहीं कर रहा है. कुछ भी कहीं भी कुछ भी अफेक्ट हो रहा है.
कहीं भी कुछ भी अफेक्ट हो सकता है. 80 to 85% of the cases, yes, it is a respiratory kind of presentation, but 10 to 15% of cases have come with loose motions. Even we have seen patients presenting with heart attack associated COVID. Like both are present. Just yesterday I discharged a patient who had COVID. On top of it, he had a acute heart attack. So it could be the inflammation or the virus affecting the blood vessels, causing the blocks, whatever. So both were coexisting. So we had to treat both very judiciously.
तो मतलब किरण अभी ऐसा हो गया है कि एनी हेल्थ इश्यू is automatically indirectly getting affected with
Depends.
COVID.
We have to evaluate. See, it is not only now. It has been there in the first wave also.
अच्छा.
That it can affect any system. It is it is the same coronavirus. Different strains are affecting, and now we are facing the second wave. But right from the beginning, it has been like this, that it could affect any system. Most commonly, it's the respiratory system.
Scary, right?
Actually.
सुन रहे हैं आप लोग, सुन रहे हैं कितना स्केरी है, माने कि आप डॉक्टर के पास कंसल्टेशन करना कंपलसरी ही है.